Struggling to figure out what to actually eat with Hashimoto's? In this video, I'll show you how to build simple, balanced meals that support your thyroid, stabilize your energy, and calm inflammation without feeling restrictive. I'm Naira, a certified holistic nutritionist and your Hashimoto's BFF. And if you've ever felt overwhelmed by all the food rules that come with Hashimoto's, don't eat this, avoid that, you're not alone. Meal planning can start to feel like a full-time job. And honestly, it can leave you more confused than supported. But here's the thing, it's not just about what you take out of your diet, it's about what you add in that actually help your body thrive. When you know how to build your plate in a way that supports your thyroid, balances your blood sugar, and calms inflammation, eating starts to feel a whole lot simpler. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through a step-by-step formula for building Hashimoto's friendly meals that you can use every single day. Meals that are nourishing, satisfying, and realistic for your life. Let's start with the first and most important building block of a Hashimoto's friendly meal, protein. Now, why does protein matter so much? For starters, your thyroid needs certain amino acids, which are the building blocks of protein, to actually make thyroid hormones. One of the key ones is tyrosine. Without it, your thyroid literally doesn't have the raw material it needs to produce hormones. Protein also plays a huge role in stabilizing blood sugar, which we've talked about before. And when your meals are carb heavy without enough protein, you get those spikes and crashes that leave you feeling tired, irritable, and foggy. Adding protein helps smooth that curve so that your energy stays steady. And on top of that, protein keeps you full longer, which means you will have fewer cravings for those quick fix foods that tend to stir up inflammation. So what does this actually look like in an everyday meal? Here are a few simple options. At breakfast, go for foods like eggs, turkey sausage, coconut yogurt, or a protein smoothie with a clean, plant-based or collagen protein powder. At lunch, go for grilled chicken, salmon, shrimp, or beans and lentils if you're plant-based. And at dinner, go for grass-fed beef, wild-caught fish, or a hearty lentil stew with hemp seeds sprinkled on top. For snacks, you can go for hard-boiled eggs, pumpkin seeds, or a little turkey and avocado roll-up. If you're not eating animal products, don't worry, you can still get quality protein. Go for things like lentils, quinoa, hemp seeds, chia foods, and edamame are all great options. Just know that plant proteins usually have a lower concentration of amino acids, so you may need a bit more variety and volume to hit the same balance. A good rule of thumb when building your plate is to make protein about a quarter of what you're eating. So picture your plate, 1/4 protein, 1/4 healthy carbs, half veggies. That simple shift alone can transform the way you feel after meals. So instead of crashing, you feel more stable and clear-headed. When I first started adjusting my meals, I realized that most of my breakfasts had almost no protein. It was usually toast, cereal, or just coffee. No wonder I was crashing mid-morning. When I swapped that for eggs with veggies or a protein smoothie, my energy leveled out dramatically. That was one of the first changes that showed me that food really could change how I felt with Hashimoto. So if you've been wondering where to start with building Hashimoto's friendly meals, start with protein. Make it the anchor of your plate and then build the rest of your meal around it. Once protein is on your plate, the next step is to add plenty of fiber-rich carbs. Now I want to make something really clear right away. Carbs are not the enemy. In fact, when it comes to Hashimoto's, the right kinds of carbs are incredibly supportive for your thyroid and your overall energy. So the problem isn't carbs, it's about the type of carbs and how they affect your blood sugar. Fiber-rich carbs are your friend because they digest more slowly, which means they give your body a steady stream of energy instead of a quick spike and crash. They also support gut health by feeding the beneficial bacteria that plays a role in calming inflammation and supporting immune balance in your body. And since about 70% of your immune system lives in your gut, this connection really matters if you're working on Hashimoto's. So what counts as fiber-rich carbs? Some of my go-tos include root veggies like sweet potatoes, carrots, and beets. Then there's gluten-free grains like quinoa, buckwheat, or wild rice. And then fruit, especially lower sugar options like berries and apples, which are full of antioxidants as well as fiber. Then there's leafy greens like kale, spinach, and Swiss chard. And then some cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and cauliflower. And yes, cruciferous veggies are safe with Hashimoto's, but it's best to have them when cooked. They actually contain compounds that can be really supportive for detox pathways and hormone balance. Here's the key tip to remember. Just try to limit or avoid refined carbs. So things like white bread, pastries, or sugary cereals. Those foods spike your blood sugar quickly, which stresses your immune system and leaves you crashing afterward. And it adds fuel to the inflammation. Now, that doesn't mean you can never have them again. It's just about making them the exception, not the foundation of your meal. When I first made this shift, I noticed it most in the afternoons. Instead of feeling that 3 p.m. slump, my energy really carried through the entire day. I didn't feel like I needed sugar or caffeine just to get through the day, and that change alone made me feel more in control of my symptoms and my schedule. Now, let's add the nutrient that often gets overlooked but is absolutely crucial for hormone balance and immune support: healthy fats. For a long time, fat got a bad reputation. Remember the low fat everything trend? The problem is, our bodies actually need healthy fats. They're essential for building hormones, including thyroid hormones. Without enough quality fats, your body doesn't have the raw materials it needs to keep your endocrine system running smoothly. Healthy fats also help calm inflammation, which is huge when you're living with Hashimoto's. Since Hashimoto's is an autoimmune condition driven by inflammation, the fats you eat can either fan the flames or help put them out. And there's another important piece. Fat helps your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin A, D, E, and K. These nutrients are key for immune regulation, as well as for your energy and overall thyroid function. If you're eating a nutrient-rich meal without any fat, your body may not actually be absorbing those vitamins as well as you think. So what kinds of fats are we talking about here? Well, here are some of my favorites. Firstly, avocados. Avocado is rich in monosaturated fats and super versatile. Then there's olive oil, which is anti-inflammatory and perfect for salads or drizzling over cooked veggies. Then there's coconut oil that can be easier to digest. Then there's nuts and seeds like almonds, walnuts, chia seeds, flax seeds, and pumpkin seeds, which also pack minerals like magnesium and zinc. Then there's fatty fish, so salmon, sardines, or mackerel. They're all rich in omega-3s that can calm inflammation. A practical way to think about it is this: aim to add 1 or 2 sources of healthy fat to every meal. Maybe that's cooking your veggies in olive oil, then adding half an avocado to your salad, or sprinkling pumpkin seeds on top of the soup. When I started focusing on adding healthy fats, I noticed a few key shifts. First, I actually stayed fuller longer, which meant I wasn't constantly snacking or craving sugar. Second, my skin, hair, and nails started to improve. A reminder that these nutrients were nourishing me from the inside out. And most importantly, I felt calmer and more balanced because my blood sugar wasn't spiking or crashing as much. Now, of course, not all fats are created equal. Processed oils like soybean oil, corn oil, and canola oil are very high in omega-6 fatty acids, which in excess can drive inflammation. So while adding healthy fats, try to limit those highly processed oils that can often sneak into packaged food. The takeaway is that fat isn't something to fear. When you choose the right kinds, it becomes a powerful ally in supporting your thyroid, balancing your hormones, and calming your immune system. All right, so we've got protein, fiber-rich carbs, and healthy fats. The last piece, and honestly the one that makes your meal truly Hashimoto's friendly, is micronutrients. Micronutrients are the vitamins and minerals your body needs in smaller amounts, but they play a massive role in thyroid and immune function. And with Hashimoto's, there are a few nutrients that are often depleted or need extra attention. So let's go through the big ones. Firstly, selenium. This mineral is a game changer for thyroid health. It helps convert inactive thyroid hormone, T4, into its active form, T3. And it also plays a role in lowering thyroid antibodies by reducing oxidative stress. A simple food source for this is Brazil nuts. Just 1 or 2 a day will give you plenty of selenium. Another key player in thyroid hormone conversion and immune balance is zinc. Low zinc can show up as hair loss, poor wound healing, or even changes in taste. You'll find it in pumpkin seeds, oysters, and beef. This one is also really important. Then there's vitamin D. Most people are low in vitamin D, and it's especially important for regulating the immune system. If your vitamin D is low, your immune system tends to overreact. Some common food sources include fatty fish and egg yolks, but many people need supplementation too. Then there's magnesium. This mineral supports hundreds of processes in the body, from calming the nervous system to supporting blood sugar balance. Leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and dark chocolate are all great ways to get more magnesium in naturally. Then there's iron. Low iron or ferritin is really common in Hashimoto's, and it can make fatigue, hair loss, and brain fog so much worse. Red meat, liver, and lentils are really good sources, and then pairing them with vitamin C rich foods can boost absorption. The easiest way to make sure you're covering your micronutrients basis is to eat a wide variety of colorful whole foods. Just think of your plate as a rainbow. Every color brings a different mix of antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals that support your thyroid and immune system. When I started leaning into this approach, instead of stressing about perfection, I just focused on variety. So, swapping out the same old veggies for new ones, adding pumpkin seeds to salads, or making sure I had dark leafy greens with dinner a few nights a week went a long way. Over time, these small choices started to add up in how I felt. I had more energy, better focus, and a sense that my body was actually being nourished. So when you're building a meal, think beyond calories or macros and just ask, am I getting the micronutrients my thyroid needs to function at its best? So now let's bring this all together. Let's walk through a couple example meals so you can see the formula in action. So here's one option. Grilled salmon as your meat. This is your protein and a healthy fat all in one. Then add roasted sweet potatoes for your fiber-rich carbs, saute spinach for micronutrients like magnesium and iron, and then drizzle the whole plate with olive oil for an extra boost of healthy fat. That's a thyroid-friendly meal that's balanced, colorful, and super satisfying. Now let's say you want a plant-based alternative. A hearty lentil stew works beautifully. Lentils give you protein and fiber. Then the veggies in the stew add micronutrients. And then you can top it with avocado and sprinkle pumpkin seeds on top for some healthy fats and trace minerals like zinc. It's nourishing, grounding, and checks every box of the formula. So remember, just start with protein, add fiber-rich carbs, layer in healthy fats, and then make sure you got a micronutrient boost. That's the foundation of a Hashimoto's friendly plate. And here's my encouragement to you. You don't have to overhaul everything at once. Start with one plate at a time. Maybe this means adding protein to your breakfast or swapping out refined carbs for sweet potatoes or quinoa. Just those small shifts can stack up over time, and you'll start to feel the difference in your energy, your focus, and even your mood. Now, if you're listening to this and thinking, okay, this makes sense, but it still feels overwhelming, I've got something that can help. I created a done-for-you Hashimoto's diet bundle, which includes a full meal chart, grocery list, and a 2-week meal plan to make this simple and practical for you. You'll find the link in the description box below. And if you want to go deeper and uncover the root causes of some of your Hashimoto symptoms that you may be experiencing, make sure to grab my free Hashimoto symptom map that I've linked below as well. It's a great companion tool to help you get to the bottom of what might be driving your symptoms and where to start focusing first. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Comment below and let me know what's one Hashimoto's friendly food you love to include in your meals. Your idea might inspire someone else watching this. And if this video gave you clarity, hit that like button and please subscribe so you don't miss future Hashimoto's content. And share it with someone else who might need it. And remember, you're not doing this alone. I'm cheering you on every step of the way. You've got this, and I'll see you in the next video.